Looping a backspin ball is essentially 3 steps: brush, drive, stop. Brushing ensures consistency and gets the ball on the table. Driving provides power. Stopping provides acceleration. Today, let's first talk about the braking motion for generating spin. If I accelerate and simply follow through without a distinct stop, the ball won't spin. When you first practice generating spin, it's crucial not to complete the full arm swing. You must stop your motion right here. Look, if you stop here, the ball will be very spinny. If you feel your loops have no spin, practice the stroke in segments. Treat the spin generation as the first segment, stopping the motion at chest height. The finish should be at chest level, never up to your face. If I bring my racket up to my face, the loop loses its spin. My motion stops sharply at my chest. That's how you get a great brush on the ball. Don't be afraid to stop at the chest. You are focusing on practicing how to grip the ball with friction. Once you feel this braking motion and sharp acceleration, you'll master all your shots. For example, in a short push, I never miss the table because I use friction and then stop the motion. The same applies to a long push, I stop the motion. Generating power in table tennis isn't the hard part, knowing when to stop applying power is the real challenge. Loop, then stop. Just like my high arc loop. I never swing like this, that's a no-spin ball. When I execute a high arc loop, my motion stops right here. I stop at this point, and the ball gets heavy spin. The larger your swing, the less spin you generate because the speed becomes constant. The earlier you stop your motion, the more concentrated the power, and the spinnier the ball. So, if you want a spinny loop, let me teach you the ratio of brushing versus driving. For a heavily backspun ball, I will use more brushing. I focus on gripping the ball all the way up. This is lifting, without acceleration, purely for spin. For more brush and less drive, I lift the ball first, then add explosive power. This means I lift to this point, then I drive forward with power. If I want more drive, I might only brush for a third of the motion before driving forward. On the incoming ball, explode. I might brush the ball to this point, and then drive through it for the rest of the stroke. For a bit more spin, I'll brush it higher before starting the drive motion. This is how I adjust the ratio between driving and brushing. It's not about choosing one or the other, it's about making the brushing phase shorter and the swing more compact for more drive. This is a drive-dominant loop. This is a spin-dominant loop. It's all about adjusting the ratio within the same fundamental stroke. If I start the drive early in the swing, it's a drive-dominant shot. If I start the drive later, it's spin-dominant with less drive. It's as simple as that, no other part of the motion changes. So what looks like a simple loop actually involves many fine adjustments in the hand. If my footwork is off, I will definitely use more brush and less drive to control the ball. But if I'm in position and the opponent's ball isn't too fast, of course I'm going to drive it. It all depends on my situation. If I'm in a passive position, I have to rely on brushing the ball. I focus on gripping the ball with spin, then add just a small amount of arm follow-through at the end. However, if I serve and they return a half-long ball, I must drive it with minimal brushing and maximum forward power. Next, after the brush, let's talk about the forward drive. The drive is critical. It determines whether your loop has explosive power. Step 1, brush. Step 2, treat it as a topspin ball. Once you've lifted the backspin with your initial brush, you must then hit the ball as if it's a topspin rally ball. Let me demonstrate. When I feel I've created enough arc from the initial brush, I'm no longer afraid to hit through the ball. Today's professional players have much higher quality shots than we did. Even my own loop quality is much higher now than when I was on the professional team. The reason is that I believe this concept is correct. After lifting the ball, you must not continue swinging upwards, you must go forward. Imagine you are hitting a topspin ball, you would generate power this way, driving forward. For a backspin ball, you have to combine two motions, first lift the backspin, then drive it like a topspin. Connect them. Once you've brushed it, drive forward. If you treat the entire stroke as lifting a backspin ball, you'll end up swinging too much upward. This results in a weak loop that your opponent can easily block, leaving you unable to follow up with a third or fourth ball attack. Follow this concept. After you've engaged the ball with friction, you must be bold and drive forward. Start to find the feeling of generating power from back to front. Step 1. Find the feeling of wrapping the ball with friction. Step 2. Find the feeling of driving forward from behind. Wrap the ball. Then go forward. You are simply connecting these two actions. After the brushing phase, everyone needs to drive the ball forward. What powers the drive? First, the forearm. Second, the hips. When you drive your hips forward, your entire body generates power. Use your hips to drive forward. Then, use your forearm to drive forward. As I've said, rotate your shoulder back and then release it forward. Watch my right shoulder carefully. It rotates back to this position. Then drive forward. As the ball comes, engage and drive forward. First, use your hips to lead the body's forward drive. Then, use your shoulder to lead the arm's forward drive. Brush. Then drive. You must have this forward drive, without it, you have no penetration. Brushing gets the ball over the net, driving provides the power. When you combine a high arc loop with a forward drive, you become a better player. Relying only on a forward drive leads to many errors. Relying only on a high arc loop lacks quality. Combine the two, first brush, then drive. This way, you can generate power on every ball. Does a loop require a deliberate arm retraction? No. So what is the purpose of this final motion? This motion is for an accelerated stop. So, as you drive forward, the forearm snap isn't about how much you retract, but about creating a second burst of acceleration right after the drive. That's why after every loop, a professional player's racket maintains a specific distance from their head. Without this braking motion, the swing goes wild. Watch my power loop. You must maintain this sense of distance and control. Don't just fling your arm up, you must stop the motion. When I hit a power loop, after driving forward, there is a distinct braking motion with my forearm. It's not about pulling back, it's about breaking the forward motion with a slight pull. Drive. This feeling should be a single, fluid action. Drive. Then stop. If you don't have this braking motion, you'll hit the ball long when you drive too hard. By incorporating this braking pull, you can unleash your full power. See, a power loop finishes here. Don't retract the arm too much. If you pull back too far, your power will become decentralized. Also, retracting too much makes it difficult to control your own power. So, after you drive forward to this point, the forearm executes a gripping or clutching motion backwards. When you drive forward and then grip back, the power is instantly controlled. On the incoming ball, drive forward, then grip. At this point in the stroke, the forearm creates a second, accelerating braking motion. Don't let the arm swing loosely. A loose swing will make your technique inconsistent. The forearm's role is to drive forward and then retract to contain the power. It simultaneously projects power forward and then pulls it back to stop the motion instantly. Because you can't just drive straight forever. Looping a backspin ball is essentially 3 steps: brush, drive, stop. Brushing ensures consistency and gets the ball on the table. Driving provides power. Stopping provides acceleration. Watch again. Brush, drive, stop. I'm not using my body at all, just standing straight up and using my arm, simulating how many amateurs play. I don't need perfect body mechanics to generate this power. See, it's just the arm working. Master the brush for consistency. Master the drive for quality. Master the stop for acceleration.